what we do here, because it's so reasonable to go to a veterinarian, that there's no reason why we wouldn't do any and everything that we can think of. So if somebody adopts from us, their first thought would maybe be, well, it's a dog from Mexico. You know, there's still this stigma of street dogs, and we don't really see that many street dogs. And I haven't seen actually a dog hit on the side of the road in a long, long time. So it has changed, and it's gotten so much better. And it's a nice expat community that works with the locals. And so we have seen a change. So what we do, and I'll just do with the puppies. So these puppies now are 9 weeks, soon to be 10 weeks old. They can be spayed and neutered at 8 weeks, but I like to wait a little longer, especially with the females. So starting next week, we will take them into a vet we've been using for years. We started with Dr. Rico Sr., and now we're using Dr. Rico Jr. So they'll be spayed and neutered. We'll do a full set of vaccines. It's distemper and parvo and 3 of the core vaccines, and they're healthy. And we'll start putting them up for adoption. Now, what we also do, these are too young. We had them from puppies. We know there's no ticks on them. They didn't come to us with fleas. So really clean puppies. But if these puppies didn't have the mom and were stray puppies or puppies we found, you know, in a box somewhere, sometimes you see that, we would have probably done a little bit of blood work on them. It's not that expensive, and they'll just take a little blood from the puppies, and then we look to see the blood, the red blood cells, the white blood cells, if there's any Ehrlichia. The only thing we really see here in Mexico is tick disease. It doesn't take a lot of ticks. The ticks are infected and they bite the dog. Usually you'll see, first indication, you'll see some ticks around the ears. Again, these were clean, we didn't see that. But so we'll do a little blood test. And if the blood is off, we also have the organs, and you never hardly would see this on a puppy with kidney and liver damage. But if it's an older dog, we're kind of taking care of two things with one blood test. We see the blood, they're healthy, they're good, there's no anemia. But if there were to be Ehrlichia, which is what it's called, Ehrlichia, then we have the panel to look at the kidney and liver to see if there's any damage. And if there is, it's usually an easy cure. It's doxycycline. It's an antibiotic for 24 to 28 days, and the dogs are good to go. So we really do everything at the vet's office, and he will tell us if there's something we have to do. Rarely do we go beyond that. That's usually takes care of it. Sometimes a dog will have a limp. We'll take in a 2-3-year-old dog and it's got a limp. So we'll do x-rays. If it's a foster I have, I'll usually just watch it, and sometimes, they just hurt themselves running from a dog or chasing a cat, who knows. But normally, if the limp doesn't go away, we'll do an x-ray. An x-ray is very reasonable here, $50, $55, you can do an x-ray. And then you're sure. You're not passing on any old injuries on to anybody adopting the dog. So I always, when I'm talking to people, I always try to make sure they understand that this isn't about just placing a dog. It has to be a healthy dog. It has to be a dog that they're going to not start off with any kind of health issues. And it also builds our reputation that, we're doing it for the dog because we love dogs. We want to make sure that dogs get the best medical attention they can, and we want to put them into forever homes. So that's how that works.